In this video, I'm gonna show you more than 75 van life essentials and luxury van ideas. Here, you'll find inspiration for your own do-it-yourself van life build. I'm Ryan Bell, and I full-time van life inside of Great White, a luxury van conversion I built from scratch. I started with debt and $0, but now I'm traveling the US with the freedom I've created sustained by my online passive income. I guarantee this video will give you some good ideas for your own van build. This is the straight up roughing it essentials. First things first, it wouldn't be van life without a place to sleep, so there's three options here. You have either a sleeping bag, you can build an entire bed out of like wood, that's pretty easy for anyone to do, or you can get a hammock. With the hammock, you can basically strap it up onto the van metal from the front to the back. It's pretty comfortable actually if you just do that. You're gonna want some form of water storage, like either a 3 to 5 gallon tank. Just get something where you can easily get water out of for drinking. You're gonna want food storage. Just get like a basket or something. The reason why I say you would want a window and it's essential to van life is because you might go a little crazy without like a window there, you know? Sitting in a hot van is almost unbearable, so you'll need a fan. Simple, you'll need a toothbrush. Here's an essential. Now what I can do, I can set it over at my bed at night so I can just go whenever. Otherwise, you don't really need a toilet. So you can shower anywhere in the US, you're gonna wanna get a Planet Fitness gym membership. Get the black card. It'll allow you to get into any gym. It's essential that you have a fire extinguisher. You will definitely want a carbon monoxide alarm if you're using propane or anything else that like puts off fire and doesn't burn completely. Another van life essential is protection of some sort. Now with the gun, just remember you can't actually bring this to every single state. But seriously, if you don't have a gun, get a bat, get something, get pepper spray, just get something to protect yourself. Van life can be dangerous. Another essential for van life, I'd say, is curtains up front. One to like kind of give you some privacy in the back, and another one is to block some of the heat from the front. Bring your hobby around with you. Like if you're a rider, just bring like a notepad or something. Something for entertainment. Now you can, use your phone and plug it in the front when the van's on, or you can read a book. This book in my hand is actually a van lifer's book. Cody Grimes wrote it. You can get it here at his website. So in the next part of the video, I'm gonna show you some luxury van life items. It's just gonna be pretty comprehensive and it'll definitely give you some ideas of what you can do for your own van. As you continue watching, what do you find is essential that was not on the first list? Comment that below. Let's continue. So first things first, solar power. It's just gonna give you so much free energy that you can use at any time. And down here I have my batteries in this wooden box down here. Those are 260 amp hours. I would say anything above 100 plus amp hours is luxury, getting up there. Another nice item to have is a battery monitoring system. If you have the money to spend and the room to spare, go ahead and get yourself a toilet. You're gonna want a place to plug your phone in so you don't have to have your car running to charge your phone. A tablet is awesome because it's a big screen, and if you wanna watch movies on it without a TV, that's a great way to do it. I also got myself a little keyboard for it. Keyboards work with tablets. I can write documents and do work on it instead of having a large computer. A bed is definitely a van life essential. But to spice it up and make it more luxury, you can have a heated bed. Plug in a 12-volt blanket, and you can put the heated blanket up underneath. Instead of just a twin bed, make a twin bed that actually expands into a full-size bed. I think it fit at least 3 people in this. You can get bamboo sheets. And this is a bamboo comforter and bamboo pillows. Basically, it's naturally antimicrobial. If it gets dirty over time, it's not gonna stink. This makes it so if you sweat overnight, it's not gonna stink up the entire van. Don't just have it stationary, have it come up and then put all the storage down below. Most people just get their storage from the back of the van, but I feel like you have to grab all the way back there. This is so much easier. You just lift it up, and if you put it on hydraulics, it makes it even easier. I mentioned the hammock as an essential earlier. Well, it could also be luxury. If you have a bed already, you want to fit 1, 2, 3 people here. Hang a hammock from in the back to the front, fit a 4th person in. Luxury as hell. You could get a propane stove. and a propane oven, which I would put down below the stove. I don't have it in here. If you want a safer cooking method, you can get an induction stove, but just keep in mind that it does use a good bit of electricity. You can also get an Instapot, or just a water container. It's nice to have a full sink. You can also put it down into like 2 different tanks, 7 gallons each. One's clean water, one's gray water. Instead of just a crate for food, you can build this large pantry, however big you want, and put non-skid on the bottom so things don't roll around. Now that you got power, you can also put a refrigerator in for yourself. I put mine on a little track. Something so much more luxurious than curtains up in the front is to build a wall. This wall is insulated. It's great at privacy. There's no light that shines through anywhere. Curtains, there's still some light, but then this very much so blocks out the heat. Mirrors are really nice to have just because it makes the van look a lot bigger in the inside. If you really want some luxury in van life, you'll put a walkway all the way through to the front. Find out a way to do it because it's so much nicer than having it blocked off bed from side to side in the back. A TV. A lot of people are against this, but I believe they're against it because they want you to be out in nature more, right? But if you're full-time van lifing, you're gonna want something to come home to at night, get a TV. Along with the TV, you're gonna want some internet so you can use your Roku. This is mine, it's Verizon. You can either get 3G or 4G, just get unlimited of something. Try out the NetBuddy. My friend uses it and he gets unlimited 4G. For only $60 a month. I'll put a links down in the description. For a really luxury van, put a music studio in. I have 2 studio quality speakers in here, and then down below I have a guitar amp, and then right here a music studio interface. And through that I set up my computer, put it right here, and I actually can do anything a normal studio can do. Again, with the luxury, get something that you can play music on. It's just so nice. These are actually Bluetooth as well. I can play things on my phone over to the Bluetooth, you know, it's so nice. Overhead interior lighting also definitely gives a wow factor. When you turn it on, you're like, whoa, the entire van lights up. It's a van that lights up. It's pretty cool. These lights are actually mood lights. That's a really luxury item. A lot of people say they're tacky. I think they're cool as fuck. Another great thing to get is lights that go to the beat of the music. These are basically mood lights that they go all the way around. This is actually music that I created myself. Video games. You can actually hook up consoles to the battery. They do work. This one right here, this is actually for your phone. You swipe this up and you just connect your phone to it. But yeah, I can even play on my TV. Battery is powerful enough for it. Another thing you can get is an inverter. I have a small old one. I don't need anything more than that, but it's a luxury item. For the ceiling, I used aromatic cedar. Now you can use whatever wood you want, but aromatic cedar repels the bugs. That's definitely a luxury item to have. You can get an air purifier. I would get one that produces negative ions because those are the ones that are actually gonna work. The HEPA filter and everything inside this probably doesn't do anything, but the negative ions will. They'll clear out smoke, smells, just everything. I was also thinking something you guys could do as a luxury thing is put a guitar mount up on your wall. Definitely a luxury item. You can get a collapsing bicycle. This thing's awesome. It collapses and fits up in the front of my van. Right up there where they took the passenger seat out. For some luxury fun, I just got one of these fishing poles. It's a telescoping one. There's a switch down underneath here. When I switch it on, here I put a little gallon of water. It's basically sucking the water from here into this RV filter and then up into here, and then that goes into my tank. A lot of people put solar gravity showers on their roofs. If you do that, make sure you paint it black because the black will make, it'll absorb the heat from the sun and it'll warm the water up. You can also put an entire shower in with a water heater. It can run off propane. In mine, I have this little temperature gauge. It also has the humidity in here as well. Other people might want more than this. If you do want more, you can get a weather station and put it up top on the roof. Another cool thing that I didn't do, but I kind of wanted to do, right here, I was gonna make a little table pop out to where I can eat on it. If I wasn't, like if this table is being used, it'd just pop out or something. Also, if I really wanted to, this could be just a little slide out too for a keyboard. Like the keyboard could be right here and then slide in. Something that's a little bit more luxury because it takes some weight. I originally meant to cover the walls with like kind of like a rustic style wood, you know, paneling. Something everyone wants to do but just never really gets to sometimes. Van art. It's luxurious, right? You want a 10-speed MaxxAir fan on your roof. If you can get 2, go ahead. But this one, this is the controls right here. You can mount that anywhere. When you press it, it goes up and down automatically. You don't have to crank it, and puts a lot of wind down here. Now, if you do have a fan, you're gonna want a counter vent. I put mine down here. It goes to the outside. There's a lot of different ways to heat your van, like a buddy heater. What I did, I went with this wood stove. It's a cubic mini wood stove. You can find it down in the description. I don't get paid if you buy it. It takes real wood. I have the wood down here. You can buy it at any grocery store. Guys, the wood stove is definitely a luxury item. It's for looks, and it goes out every 3 hours at least. 2 hours usually. It's $1,000 for my setup. That's a lot. But I wanted it in here just, you know, it's kind of like a show-off piece. With tools, you have the luxury of repairing your van when you break down. I bring my electronic screwdriver with a battery charging kit for the same type of battery. You definitely want some winter-worthy insulation on the walls, and for the summer, you want to definitely put Reflectix up on the roof. Also, get a good amount of foam up there too. You can sound deaden these front doors to make these speakers sound better, and you also can sound deaden all the walls here before you put up the paneling and the insulation to make these speakers back here sound better. You can make drawers that are harder to pull out, but once you do that, see, they stay in. If you have enough space on your wall, you can also place a big map showing all the places you've been. You just mark it out with a pin. Putting a whiteboard up definitely can help you keep track of stuff. I'm going to be uploading my How to Van Life documentary soon. It's basically every single thing a beginner needs to know to do van life. Please remember to subscribe. If you have any questions, just ask below. I read every single comment you guys post, and I will answer you. I'll see you next time.